I'm resolved to do an insane thing this month, and that is the Tome Topple Readathon. If you don't know, the Tome Topple Readathon is an event that takes place from April 7th at midnight to 11:59 p.m. on April 20th. It's where readers in general try to read as many big books as possible. And by big, I mean over 500 pages long. I have lots of long books in my reading pile that I've been putting off because of their length, and I felt this was an opportune moment to suck it up and just read them. So these are the books I'm planning to read. First, I have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which is a fantasy spin-off of her book Fangirl, which I love. I've heard this is basically a Draco-Harry fanfic. I mean, the last Deathly Hallows movie made me ship it. And it's also a take on Wizard School, so I'm in. Next is Gemini, which is the sequel to the excellent Illuminae. This is a proof copy from the ALA annual conference that I went to last year. I loved Illuminae and its unique storytelling. If you didn't know, Illuminae is a space opera focusing on a planetary invasion, its refugees, and everything that goes wrong afterwards. It's told in an epistolary format, so you're provided with emails, conversation transcripts, and government documents. It's visually very engaging, and Gemini is constructed the same way, so I'm looking forward to it. And then I have Outlander, which of course I was introduced to because of the show. Last season was a real downer and I needed to come back. For a while people were marketing this as the show for your Game of Thrones fix, which it is not. I can't with people marketing things in terms of other things over and over again. Like, this is Game of Thrones in space. This is Game of Thrones for young adults. This is Game of Thrones with zombies. Just let the show be its own thing. And Outlander, apart from being a sexy costume drama with some political intrigue, is not Game of Thrones. It does not have the same narrative objectives as Game of Thrones. It is a period drama with some time travel elements, empowering relationships, and a lot of history. And apparently the book's good too, so I'm reading that. I'm also listening to some audiobooks for this event, and I don't think that's cheating because you're still reading the book. I plan to listen to the first Mistborn book by Brandon Sanderson and The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Both of them highly acclaimed fantasy books that people have been telling me to read for ages. I always feel like I'm hacking towards cool things that my friends recommend me through a thicket of other cool things that friends have recommended me. Okay, and if I finish those two, I plan to listen to the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, also recommended to me by friends. So that's my TBR list for Tome Topple Readathon. I'll link the event's Goodreads page and also their Twitter. Let me know if you're participating and what you're reading. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon.